Before we bring on our guest, I want to touch on something real quick. I was on Twitter today and I saw, Budge, I'm pretty sure you're constant with this conversation. You might want to jump on the mic, you Fresh L as well. I saw this conversation about Alter, on Twitter, and people are not very happy about it. Wavy, for example, tweeted and said, "Why will you box us all into Alter?" And then she used a very profane word.
What was the profane word?
We can't say it. It's nighttime radio.
But it has something to do with genitalia. Right?
Yeah.
Right. So,
anyways, man, people need to actually realize that this thing is just cruise, man. The way the whole Alter thing just started, it's cruise, man. Guys are taking it too seriously now,
way too seriously.
It's cruise, man.
Does anybody know who coined it?
Yes, we coined it.
So
CZ and I coined that.
Definitely.
Word.
So you know what? Yeah.
So and all I'm saying is that we're all just trying to have fun, give good energy. That's it, man. It's not anything crazy.
I guess the issue here is that though you may consider it as a cruise, and just
and like Wavy said, okay, don't box
Yeah, so the problem now is that
because
others
is like
because
her music is
housey, it's housey.
So
but beyond that, people
just different from the
norm.
Nigerian music.
Yeah, they call it into the box into Alter.
What I'm saying.
People just keep using it the wrong way, man.
Do you get what I mean?
Yeah. So I was saying that the word Alter itself is now sort of being termed as a genre.
Yeah.
And that's where the problem lies, right? Because, and I tweeted today, I said, listen, if we allow Alter to get a foothold like Afrobeats did, it's going to be the same problem. Because I think the issue with Afrobeats is that when you throw everybody under Afrobeats, you really can't tell who is who anymore. Do you understand what I'm saying? Now, I don't think we can adequately discuss how to label different sounds and genres. Yeah. But if we look at what happens in the international community, some songs are pop songs. Wizkid is a pop artist.
Yeah.
Davido is a pop artist. So we have to ask ourselves, do we want to attach Afro to every title we give because of we're Africans? That's a conversation that we can all agree to have. And
here's my 2 cents. Yeah,
right.
Someone should please correct me if I'm wrong. I like the word you guys coined, Alter, as opposed to alternative. I like Alter, but here's the thing. Remember, I said this 2 shows ago. Was it? Yeah, 2 shows ago when I was like, and I asked Brian Mo, yo, bro, do you think we have a genre system the way it should be in Nigeria? And he was like, and you remember his answer?
Yeah.
And anyone that goes on a PGM radio, on a PGM club on IG, you find that interview, that snippet right there.
No, IG, just go to the podcast, either on
go to the podcast,
iTunes or SoundCloud. You can listen to what Brian had to say.
What Brian had to say about it. And this is my own problem. I agree with Brian when he says we're lazy. Nigerians, first of all, we let the crowd, we let the listeners determine what kind of music we put out. First of all, as a country of music or of musicians, we let the people determine what we put out. We don't put out what we really love, what we feel is our spirit, is our soul. So I can understand where some people would be upset that we're all being put under one box of alternative sound. Like, no, bruh. Some people are Afro dancehall artists, like Wizkid. I consider him that. Some people are, like you said, Wavies are mostly towards house. Odunsi is a very R&B-ish. Tay is soul, neo soul, funk. So I think we really need to take it seriously, even maybe as serious as the whole say no to pay. We need to take this whole labeling thing very seriously, because until we begin to have genres in Nigeria, then what are we doing? Is the rest of Africa knows us as, that Afrobeat country. No, we're not Afrobeat artists. Some of us do R&B. What are you going to call Deborah Prest an Afrobeat artist? No.
People
I guess
just need to stop generalizing, man.
Yeah.
It's like everyone, like, it's not everyone that's a new artist that's altered.
You're a rapper, for instance.
I'm a rapper.
Right.
Like, I'm not even altered. Do you understand what I'm saying? But obviously, like, God and T's are like altered. Do you understand? So, like obviously,
it was basically more of like
it was lifestyle, man.
That was
like
what it was. Like,
the fashion choices, the slangs.
That
just,
guy is dressing like his
man.
trousers are like awkward or something.
Right.
Altered, simple.
Different. You get. But
so it was never meant to be.
Like,
You famous, bro.
They took it and ran.
They ran with it, man. Bolts.
Wow.
But I mean, so I guess for starters, and let me just give my little advice to you artists is when you're putting out music, when you are writing a little bio for that record, it'd be nice for you to define the record. Say this is the name of the record. This is what it is. If it's an Afro fusion, if it's an Afro soul, or if it's whatever, you call it what it is.
What you want it to be. Yeah.
Do you understand what I'm saying?
Definitely.
I will say it again. I don't know if everything should be Afro, because at the end of the day, well, we can do that. But I'm just saying, like, I feel like a Johnny Drill does folk music.
Exactly.
So which means he can stand shoulder to shoulder with Ed Sheeran, and you wouldn't know the difference unless if you hear him speak his lingo, right? So if we now agree and say, okay, you know what, just because of the lingo we want to add Afro, so you know now he's now African, then it's fine.
Yeah.
You understand? But let us just all be the ones to label our songs. Yeah. Brian was said something that was very vital. He says, look, he doesn't like the fact that in the UK, they just label everything Afrobeats. And when he got that, he said, "You're Afrobeats." He was like, "What?" Like,
wild.
Yeah,
you know, like, come on now, you can't say Afrobeat, and it takes away from the greatness of what fella did. You understand what I'm saying? Why should people even be debating Afrobeats and Afrobeats?
Yeah,
it shouldn't be debated at all. We should.